I want to quickly talk to you about Hostinger. And of course, we're speaking about web hosting. So let me give you the summary here so we have a clear idea what we're talking about. So first of all, when you think about Hostinger, I want you to think about a platform, a hosting provider that's really on the cheap side of things. So it is really a cheap web hosting service available on a custom built HPanel with advanced features. And so this platform is actually suitable for beginners and professionals, and you can build your website from scratch using Hostinger's Zaro website builder. So they have another provider, Zaro, that actually will help you out when it comes to building your website. And Hostinger offers its users a 99.9% uptime guarantee. Also, it will keep you connected with its quick loading speed, dedicated IPs, and servers operating on leading cloud Linux from actually 10 to 15 data centers. So this is, and they're constantly adding new data centers to their lineup. You also gain complete control of your server thanks to Hostinger full root access. So this is kind of cool in terms of the functionality here. So it's one of those things where you have to understand Hostinger doesn't actually provide a dedicated hosting or telephone support, but you'll get everything you need for your small business websites. And this is kind of cool. So key features include a hosting plane, domain name, website builder, you have secure sockets layer, you have those SSL certificates, and more, all on a uniquely intuitive HPanel. So now let's talk about the web hosting services. Well, they do. I'll go later on when it comes to pricing, but I want to quickly give you let's say a bird's eye view of the provider. So they actually provide 3 plans for hosting your website, each with very specific features. So you actually have the ability to choose the one suited to your needs. Let me give you an example. So they have a single web hosting plan that's kind of cool. It really, if you want to build a simple website for more capacity and functionality, such as let's say you want to have a WordPress staging tool, unlimited database and daily backups, your best option is Hostinger's business plan. It really depends on what you want to do with your hosting, okay? So regardless of your chosen plan, you can always upgrade it. You can upgrade the plan as your business grows. That's what we love about Hostinger in terms of scalability. People are saying, well, they're cheap, but the cool thing is you can actually upgrade if your needs change. And this is really good. So they have a VPS hosting, cloud hosting, WordPress hosting, email hosting, and the Hostinger Minecraft server. Fantastic. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. I want to talk to you about the good and bad. When we think about hosting or web hosting, let's really pay attention to the pros and cons of this service. So the good first, and the thing is, you have fast loading times. Fast load times are a good thing, especially if you have multiple websites. So this is really cool. I mean, loading time for your site is very important if you want to keep visitors coming back over and over and over. So we love that a lot. So you also have a fantastically affordability. I mean, when you think about Hostinger, again, think about pricing, think about affordability. I mean, not only do you get blazing fast speed, fast site speeds on a Hostinger plan, but those plans come at some of the, they come at some of the most competitive price points around. You're talking about $2 per month for a single site, $2 or $3. You can't get better than that. Okay, you have a free domain, so you need a domain to go along with your hosting. And while you can buy your domain and then your hosting from separate companies, it's really nice when you can do everything in one place. And it's even nicer when you can get the domain for free. That's what Hostinger really provides. You have a money back guarantee. So if you're not happy with your Hostinger purchase, no problem. You have 30 days to try it out and get your money back if you experience something different from what they actually promised you. You have a free AI-powered website builder. You have like the UX is pretty fantastic. It's very simple to get started. No problem at all. You don't have to really work around the HPanel and try to figure things out. They'll do it for you. Not a problem. So when you think about the good, that's what I want you to think about. Okay, you have a constellation of positive factors here. Now let's quickly talk about the bad. I mean, the things they can improve on. Right now, there is no phone support. Think about it. There's no phone support. It is a bummer, but hey, listen, it is what it is. They do have a spotty uptime on shared on the WordPress hosting. There are some missing features on budget plans. So basically, I mean, when you have plans that are really cheap, you have to expect some kind of underwhelming features. and there is no free domain on single shared hosting package. It is something that they have to really work on. So there is no cPanel, there is no telephone support, non-standard refund terms, and only one email account on the single shared hosting plan. So again, when you think about affordability, you got to really think about whether that affordable plan is indeed what you are looking for, what's really great for your business or project. So you got to always think about that, this sort of in terms of your return on investments. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Hostinger, web hosting, and the question is it really worth it? I want to quickly go back to the specs here. So when we think about the Hostinger, what are the specs that I want you to really think about? Well, first of all, when you have a web hosting platform, you always got to really go back to key features to make sure that those features are answering your most important concern. Okay, a web host typically provides reliable hosting with adequate storage and uptime. You really gotta you have to pay attention to that. Adequate storage and uptime are really quite essential. On top of that, you got to have quick speed, scalability, security features such as DDoS monitoring, and regular backup frequency, right? As well as support options and cost savings extras like unlimited SSL certificates. Now, in this industry, you have a lot of players that actually provide SSL certificates. Some do it for free. Some actually charge a little bit more. But hey, having that nice bonus, that nice add-on is kind of cool. Now, let me give you some of the most important features that you really want to check with Hostinger to make sure that they are actually answering your most important concerns. You want to have uptime reliability. You got to have at least 99.9% uptime guarantee per month. Now, Hostinger, they do offer that, but in some cases, their uptime guarantee is not always guaranteed. You want to look at the adequate storage. You want to have enough storage to handle your website traffic, especially if you have an e-commerce website. If you are doing something with online stores, you got to have storage. This is really quite essential. You want to have a regular backup, so consistent backups every day or week, depending upon the traffic that you are drawing to your website, and also the operational configuration that you have. And you want to have support. So Hostinger does offer that. So they have different available contact options, but this is a place where they could do better, in our view. You want to have security. They do have that. So SSL certificates and DDoS monitoring. You want to have a high bandwidth, so you want to have sufficient bandwidth to handle your website traffic, especially once again, depending on the traffic that you were bringing to the website. You want to have that. You want to have email, so business grade email addresses or the ability to connect with your domain. And you also want to have domains, so customized domains available for free or at subsidized cost on long-term commitments. So Hostinger provides these necessary resources to support and keep your content secure and make visitors trust your website. I want to talk to you about pricing. Now, pricing is actually an area where Hostinger really they really dominate. I mean, they're really cheap. I mean, I want you to look right now on the screen here. I want you to look. So you are paying $3 per month. You know, on the premium plan, on the business plan, you're paying $4 per month. On the cloud startup, you are having $9 per month. Okay, now they are actually throwing in there like 3 months free to sort of lure you in the whole thing. But hey, listen. This is a great strategy in our view. So when you think about those pricing, I want you to think about the fact that you also have 4 VPS plans with pricing between $5.99 per month and $19.99 per month. Hostinger also provides cloud hosting for those who want to host websites with large scale projects. So for cloud hosting plans, you will see rates that actually go from $9 all the way to $30. Okay. Now, one thing I want to say here is that you need to understand. Those advertised per month rate on Hostinger's website are for those willing to commit for 48 months. We're talking here about 4 years. Think about it, okay? So Hostinger's monthly cost can increase from the advertised price, you know, depending upon your commitment. For instance, if you commit for 1 month, you are paying way more. So bottom line here is what? Bottom line is the longer you commit, the greater discount you will get, as much as 70% off the stipulated month-to-month price, and users can commit to as long as a year, 2 years, or 4 years. In some cases, even 5 years. Also, you really should know that you wouldn't be getting discounted rates when you renew. So it's one of those things where just be aware of that. So it really helps in terms of commitment. And one thing I want to say here is that Hostinger has the various pricing tiers for its shared web hosting and specialized hosting features. And so the plans are, for all intents and purposes, prepaid and not divisible by installments. Also, they are listed without sales taxes, so value added tax. So you'll need to commit to a longer time frame. Now, Hostinger also offers a 30-day money back guarantee. I've said this before, but I want to say it again. So you will get a refund if you don't get what you signed up for. However, you should note that the money back guarantee doesn't cover payments for SEO toolkit, SEO marketing panel, privacy protection, domain name renewals, VPN license, and a few other products. Also, Hostinger will not refund any product you purchase with digital assets, cryptocurrencies, or a token. By the way, boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about Hostinger web hosting. I want to talk to you about the value added here. So when we think about this web hosting platform, what is the value added here? So you do have a Hostinger specialized hosting services. They do have more hosting services, including VPS hosting, cloud hosting, WordPress hosting, email hosting, and Minecraft server hosting. I think that's what I told you this before, but I want to really insist a little bit on that because this is where they really add value on every single day. For VPS hosting, it's one of those things where Hostinger actually offers 8 VPS plans, giving you plenty of choice for your dedicated server hosting. It has multiple virtual private servers, a VPS, across the United States, the UK, Singapore, Lithuania, Brazil, and the Netherlands to provide you with closed servers and optimum website performance. So this is kind of cool. You can also access data through its network of file system and expand your server space with additional remote NFS. Fantastic. You also have cloud hosting. So here with cloud hosting, you have more flexibility and speed. So all Hostinger cloud hosting packages run on isolated virtual servers, and you can change to any of the online cloud servers anytime that you want across the world. And so with instant activation, you will access features on any of Hostinger's 3 plans, since they all come with a free domain name, automated backups, and unlimited free SSL certificates for security. This is really cool. You also have WordPress hosting. And so WordPress is really a content management system for building and managing websites. So Hostinger offers a managed WordPress hosting and support from WordPress experts through its single WordPress, WordPress Starter, Business WordPress, and WordPress Pro plans. And all plans include a free SSL certificates and access management. This is kind of cool. And what we love about the Hostinger Heroes is that they also enable e-commerce optimization, Git integration, and free migration from other web hosting services. And you also have email hosting. This is kind of cool. And also the Minecraft server hosting. So Hostinger's fully customizable Minecraft server hosting allows you to, for instance, to install and share your preferred mods for the popular Block and Craft video game with the global player community. So you can use the Spygut Minecraft plugins or FTP customized plugins, including Project Rainbow and Craft Bucket, to set up the Hostinger Minecraft server. So this is kind of cool. If you want low latency for players, pick the closest server from the minigame servers from different locations. Your customers will enjoy up to 8 GB RAM and gain a top-notch experience on the latest Xeon processors. I want to talk to you about UX. So when we think about the Hostinger, what kind of UX can you expect? Well, first of all, Hostinger was designed with exceptional ease of use in mind. So you don't need to be an expert to use it. From the point of signing up right into the actual web hosting, you will find it easy to navigate. It really easy to navigate its features. Also, Hostinger Wizard and its 24/7 customer support are available to walk you through any help you might need. So in terms of a user experience, They do have a smooth user experience. So it's custom created. Each panel is organized, making it very easy for users to navigate. And Hostinger's intuitive interface and drag and drop feature make customizing websites easy, even for a beginner. So we love that a lot. And Hostinger's H panel is localized in 15 languages, allowing anyone to set it up without help. So this is kind of cool. And you also, in terms of installation and setup, Hostinger actually ranks really high when it comes to how easy it is to install and set up. And so when you actually log into on the dashboard, you have a wizard that gives all users a guided setup, walking them through every step to install and set up their dream website. And the dashboard is also user-friendly with easy to use, easy to read fonts, powerful tools, and reliable service. What we love about, when we think about Hostinger dashboard here is that you can also access the searchable Hostinger knowledge base with several articles and answers to frequently asked questions. Can their customer support help you? Yes, their customer support is there 24/7 to help you navigate through any issues that you have on your websites. Fantastic. Now the team is available via live chat, but you'll need to be logged into your account to communicate with them. There's also a complete knowledge base of guides, tutorials, and video walkthroughs on topics such as site migration, site maintenance, and performance. And so, what about Hostinger performance? Fantastic. Also, in terms of speed, they are doing great. In terms of uptime, fantastic. You have a 99.9% uptime guarantee, and security is kind of cool. Also, you have you have all kinds of securities. Especially you have complete DDoS protection, Cloudflare, and also an in-house firewall. And you also have integrations and WordPress optimization. Those really work. They work fantastically. Also, when it comes to Hostinger. Now, if for any reason you don't like Hostinger, let's say you're just like, I'm not really digging their pricing or their features, or whatever. You have a lot of alternatives on the market right now. You have HostGator, you have Bluehost, you have DreamHost, and so this is kind of cool. Let's quickly walk through those so you have a clear idea. So let's first compare Hostinger to HostGator. Now, Hostinger and HostGator provide reliable and fast web hosting services at budget-friendly prices. And also, what we love about the HostGator here is that you have a 99.9% uptime guarantee and a 30-day money-back guarantee if unsatisfied with their services. However, basically, you are going to realize that Hostinger is a slightly more affordable option with with their pricing plans, and but you got to think about a 4-year commitment. Okay, this is really so. Hostinger and HostGator are also very, very easy to use, and their support team is on standby 24/7. However, you will not get phone support on Hostinger, and that's what HostGator gives phone agents to help troubleshoot complex issues over the phone. So Hostinger, in our view here, is a better option for anyone looking for an automatic backup service. While Hostinger offers daily or weekly backups depending on your plan, HostGator provides random weekly backups as a courtesy, and those backups are not guaranteed, so you are responsible for securing data, which means what? More cost. And Hostinger, what about Bluehost here? Well, if you are on a tight budget, Hostinger is a better choice than Bluehost because it costs less for both short-term and long-term commitments. And Hostinger also provides a 40 to 50 gigabytes more storage than Bluehost 10 gigabytes. Also, while Bluehost offers automatic backups only for its higher plans, Hostinger offers automatic backups for all plans, though the lower plans are once per week. So Hostinger's business plan offers a daily backup of your data. What about Hostinger versus DreamHost? Well, Hostinger and DreamHost offer their features at affordable rates, but DreamHost is a cheaper option. And when you think about it, and but they all provide, but they both provide features such as daily automated backups on all plans, and this is kind of cool. But overall, you have to really think about if affordability is your concern, go with DreamHost. So what is our last comments here? So when you think about Hostinger, should you go with them or not? Is Hostinger right for you? Well, it really depends. Whether you're just starting out your blog, want to shift your business online or swap, let's say your web hosting provider for a better one, it's always important to choose the right hosting service. And what we think is that while Hostinger provides good hosting functionality at affordable rates, you need to decide if this is the right fit for you, especially when it comes to the specific project you are working on right now. So when should you choose Hostinger? Hostinger, for all intents and purposes, is a great choice if you are looking to migrate your site from an underperforming or overpriced hosting provider, or want to host your new websites with a quality yet affordable web hosting service. And we also recommend Hostinger for anyone seeking a hosting platform that accommodates beginners. So if you're a beginner, let's say you have no idea what the web hosting is, or you have no idea what web design is for that matter, you might want to think about Hostinger, especially the prices are kind of interesting. And also, if you want to build and host your website in one place, Hostinger is actually a great option because it has website building plans bundled with its web hosting services. When should you consider another hosting service? Well, while Hostinger is easy to use, if you require phone conversations to resolve, let's say, complex issues, you might want to try another website hosting platform. Also, if you're not ready to commit to 4 years, remember, you got to commit to 4 years. It's just better to stay clear of Hostinger's plans, which become costlier as your commitment reduces. So, for advanced features to run on an e-commerce store, consider choosing a different hosting service provider, since Hostinger's highest tiered web hosting plan is restrictive, leaving no room to grow. For example, it restricts you to a maximum of 500 products. Okay, so it's one of those things where, especially if you are in a niche that requires a lot of products, you do not want to go with Hostinger. Hostinger is fast, yes. Hostinger is not free. I mean, they have a refund money back guarantee, but it's not free. But the platform is great for blogging, not a problem. They have a high level uptime process, and they have security, they have speed. It's the platform is great for e-commerce as well, and you can transfer your domain name to Hostinger real fast. Fantastic. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. In today's conversation, I was just talking to you about Hostinger. And so let's do a quick recap here. So I gave you a summary of this provider. I gave you the good and bad, the specs, the pricing, the value added, the UX, the alternatives, and the last comments. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.